Moving on, let's create the second part. Let's trace this other part. Again, we have 25 by 450. Let's ductworks. Let's pre-for it. For bottom is 4 meters, and our is that is 25 by 450. Let's key it in. Make sure you change or correct the bottom part. That is always an issue for us. So let's create traces. Okay, that one is another. So let's set another one here. Don't worry about the length. Later we can still adjust. Okay, can do is copy this. Sometimes it's easier to trace the ductworks or create another line. So let's set this down. We have this until this one. Okay, let's move this. It's on the corner, and let's place an end cap. So here, standard end cap is provided here. Let's look at the 3D first, see how it goes. Here we have the depth, so let's go back. Now we also have 250. Let's make use of the same ductwork, so it's much easier. It's still 4 meters. Just double check and click modify and connect two ducts. Change the duct elbow to 0.75. So once you have set up all the fittings and your preferred fittings and other things, it's much easier to do it. It is only slower when you are setting up your system. So let's get it again, and system duct 14 by 400. Let's set it as 14 by enter 400. Apply. Make sure you're 4 meter because we have a flat bottom duct. So let's set it here and connect from here. Transition no issue. Let's set it as 1 by 400 deck. Change to 1 you can select here, but it's easier to key it in. Okay, don't worry about that transition. 700 by 300. Okay, check the bottoms, set it as 4 meters. Don't worry about it, that is not an issue. Click and set the end cap positioning. Now let's go to the transition, which is 14 by 400, going from here to here. So let's go to deck and 14 enter by 400. Now let's set it into position from here. Let's not connect it first. Let's see how it goes. Okay. Actually, we can shift it. Later, we can move it. Select this dot. Move. Close to the position. Now again, set it up to 0.75, which is more realistic. And now we have to make sure our duct routing is set into radius T taps. We need to have it radius T taps, and let's set a edit duct routing preference. Here, takeoff standard junction, we should have a bevel tap. So we don't have a bevel tap, so let's duplicate this one first and let's use it as tap 1. Now in edit, let's edit the routing preference to family. Here in the duct, we have the fittings, rectangular, and the taps. We can set it as bevel. It's like a shoe, which is not typically used in the construction industry. So let's make use of it. Once it's loaded, let's set this to bevel. Click OK. Okay. Now once we have connect this to this, it will show us the bevel T. It's on the other side. So let's just click it and position it to the other side. That is the standard length. You cannot change it. Uh, this is a standard fitting. It's just a 3D representation, so it's not really a big deal if you show it, as long as you show that it is a standard beveled beveled connection. So don't worry about it. We can actually copy this. Let's copy here. Position. It's almost typical. So let's just position it. Now, once you cannot connect here, it's because of the alignment. It's not centered. So let's align it. I'm just showing you some tricks on how to connect these dots. So sometimes you face this issue and you learn from experience. So here we have it here. Let's set the tab, hover over it. It's fully connected. Once you click it, the full system is connected. So now let's draw in another ductworks here. So 13 by 400. So let's go to that and that and set it as 13. Type it in. Again, make sure the bottom is 4 meters. So you don't have an issue. Trace it and connect it here. So now it's actually beveled. Let's delete it again. So let's have a dot. Let's set the dot previous tabs. Set it from this connection or center first and here. And then from here we can actually change automatically the dot size 700. You don't need to exit the command and set it as 4 meters. Click apply and select the point. It's something different because this one is 4 meter 42, so that's the main thing. So we need to change this. Let's do it again. We have incorrectly placed the dimensions, so let's have the dot and let's set the dimensions to 400 and 13 by 400. Enter and make sure that this is the middle elevation, so better watch out for the bottom elevation. So that is why I have created wrongly. Be careful of that. Here, and now we can actually set it. So if you're using the bottom elevation, better create another one, just 700 by 300. Don't use this part, it's confusing. So 700. So let's use contain 4 meter. Then select it from here. Actually, you can connect it directly. Now place an end cap. System end cap. Standard, sorry, not standard union. End cap, we are looking for end cap here. So then let's connect this by, you can actually connect it using this. Select the first and select the second one. Cancel. Here, sorry. Using this extend command, you can actually shift the position, so we're exhausting the air in this direction. So now we have an end cap. And one good thing about this is we cannot mirror it, so let's create this ductwork again. click apply and just continue. Now we have a 700 by 300, so let's post first and select the dot again and change this to 700 by 300. Change this to 4 meters, make sure it's 4 meters. You may be wondering why I'm not using this as my reference elevation, because I need to have the equation less the ductwork or depth deck height minus the leader elevation or floor level. So I'd rather prefer this bottom elevation so I can set it properly. Click apply. So let's go to that 700 by 300, 4 meters. So let's place an end cut. System that fitting. It's already there. End cut. Okay. Now let's connect this. Again, use another trick, which is the trim extend. Select the first part and select the trim. Then you can select this bevel fittings. Sorry. And see the directions it's going. So now we have fully completed the main box. Oh, sorry, we have another here. We can actually copy this part. Select it here. Copy. It is the same layout, so we just copy and paste it. So that's it. So then we select it. Press start. Hopefully it's a full system. Set it and select. When you go to 3D, you can see the work that you have created. Here, 3D view, it's 4 meters. This is the elevation. Let's cut a section for you to see. Let's cut it here. Set it. So here you can see our elevation. This is actually the link, and let's set it into shaded, and this is to fan. That is our ductworks, and this is our floor level. So when we measure it, just to make sure that the bottom of the duct is 4 meters, let's measure it from here until this line. It's 4 meters here. So now, why is it not in red in color? Because we need to set back the visibility filters, add mechanical source, and it's just a one-time setting, but you have to set it separately in all other views. Okay. So now you can see it in 3D and also in shaded color. So you can set it in 3D. So that is how to trace a ductwork system from 2D to 3D in Revit. In another separate video, I will complete this, the fans and also this connection until the end on the external louver. So please subscribe and comment if you need any help. Thank you.